just got to keep working every day in practice. I mean, completing passes in practice and just building that confidence, really.
A lot of the emphasis for your room has been or the emphasis in practice has been run blocking for this team. How important has the two tight end sets been in attempting to improve, I guess, the run blocking in terms of getting the one going?
I mean, having both tight ends out there is, major key to having a good offense and just throwing defense also. I mean, just having us both out there just really is a good thing. I mean, just working on runs, I mean, it opens holes more, and just the pass game going to come, so just got to keep going.
Rashod, you personally, what do you feel like you're doing well out there? What do you want to improve at the most?
I mean, run game is solid for me. Routes are solid. Just got to keep working on everything, honestly, so just as an overall player.
Rashod, it seems like you have some excitement sometimes when you know you're throwing a big block. Did that have to be taught to you to have excitement like that, or what's going on there?
That's just really my passion for the game. You know, just when the game's on the line, or even if it's not on the line, just seeing my teammates score is just excitement for me. Just doing whatever I can for the team.
Yeah. Did it take you a while? I'm not trying to be harp on something negative, but the ball off your hands, the interception. When you go back at that, was that a catchable ball? I mean, you beat yourself up after something like that?
The ball was on target. I just had to snap my head a little sooner. But, them type of plays happen to all players. So just got to keep moving on from that and just keep playing the game.
Are you, I don't know, surprised may not be the right word, but how pleasantly pleased are you that you found a niche on this team? You understand what I'm saying? I mean, from a couple of years ago when you were hunting, so to speak.
I came in as a tight end and moved to defense and then came back to offense. I feel like everything's for a reason, and just this is God's plan, and just He put me back here for a reason. And I finally noticed it and found my role, and now I'm playing to help the team. So.
What was the reason, Rashod, from brought in as a tight end, then you flipped the defense to go back? What was kind of the reason?
I got recruited as an athlete. They just put me at tight end. Wasn't doing so hot, and I played defense in high school, so they moved me to defense, doing well at it. And then we had a whole bunch of great players, and then they needed some help on the offense, so just doing everything to help the team. Just
Does it feel more natural for you, though, to be on the defensive side of the ball?
Both. It feels natural for both, honestly.
Yeah.
What do you think you guys have ironed out this week, or in short yardage situations? I would think that's been a focus. What have y'all kind of put an emphasis on?
Just really the run game. You know what I'm saying? Just making sure everything's tight. Doing the 111. You know what I'm saying?
Did you learn anything from playing on defense that you apply to offense? I mean, I know most players at this level were two ways in high school. Did you learn anything from collegiate experience as a defensive player?
I mean, just knowing what a D line is going to do, just because I did it. So it's helping me on the blocking side, helping me where the linebackers are about to be at, and it helped me all around. So.
When a player first enters the tight end room for the first time, how quickly does it take for the word blocking to come up?
Coming in college, as a tight end in high school, you don't block, really. So, I mean, it's a natural thing. Like, if you got it, you got it. If you don't, it's going to take time. I mean, it takes time for me, but once you get it, it's a muscle memory that you're not going to do.
So is it brought up day one in terms of your first college practice? How different was that for you, I guess? And is that something that, how different is the transition for those new guys coming in?
Like I said, just to get on the player. Like, for me, the transition was tough. So I never blocked in high school, so when I got here, I wasn't too hot with it. So, but it's just, just building up that confidence every time.
When you know you've got a guy set up, Ben Victor played, when you know you've got a guy set up, just tell me what's going through your brain before you get to the man. You know what I mean? Split second before you get to the man. Are you feeling happy? What's the word you would use to know you've got a big block coming and you're about to do it?
It's confidence. You know what I'm saying? Just knowing that I took them reps in practice over and over and over. Just like when I'm out there, like, okay, I'm gonna make this block. I'm gonna make this block.
And then 4 years ago, would you have had thoughts like that in your mind?
On the blocking side, no. 4 years ago, no.
Do you know what it was that made all of a sudden the blocking click for you?
Just repeated reps over time. Like I said, just practicing night and day. You know what I'm saying? After practice, getting my hands right, getting my footwork right, just going over and over and just really getting better at it every day.
So after practice, when you're here what do you do? Like, what are the drills that you do to hit in the...
Well, back then, we got a difference board over there. I used to just hit the difference board, take my steps, 2 steps, 1 step, hit it, and just really get, like, comfortable with being in reverse arc and just in a blocking position.
Urban said today that he wants to see you guys get more involved in the passing game. What do you feel like are the things you guys have to do as tight ends so the ball does come your way more often?
Like I said, just in practice, just keep making plays.
Regarding blocking, and you mentioned like technique's important, obviously, but how important is just attitude and when it comes to blocking?
I mean, attitude is everything. Confidence and attitude. If you're not aggressive, you're not gonna make the block. Like, you gotta have that mindset. Like, okay, I'm about to kill this dude. Like, I'm about to make this block. I'm about to make this block. So,
is there kind of an issue, not an issue, or maybe struggle or what have you, but knowing, hey, one play you really got to be out there blocking for the run or for a pass play, but then the next play could be your, on your shoulders to try and catch the ball. What kind of transition is it like to try and kind of switch back and forth like that from maybe play to play?
I don't think it's no difficult transition. You just, it's play after play after play. You just focus on one play at a time. You got to block the first play, make sure you do your 111 on that job, and then press pause, get the signal, and if it's a pass play, make sure you know what you're doing because that could be coming your way.
How do you feel like you and Luke complement each other in this offense?
I feel like we complement each other great. We both got strengths and we both got weaknesses, and we just improve and coach each other up and just make sure we both are getting better.